Poor Eagles fans. It's the WC with World Championship breaking news. Now, unfortunately, for all you Eagles fans out there, Carson Wentz has suffered what is to believe a season-ending knee injury, ACL injury. Now, this just kind of sounds somewhat similar to what happened to Carson Palmer when he played for the Bengals back in 2K5, I believe, right? And they made it all the way to the playoffs, and Carson Palmer gets hurt the first quarter of the first game, or somewhere, I think on the first drive or something. It just wasn't the same, and it took a good long while for Carson Palmer to even come back from that and be half the player that he was. And this is really unfortunate because I'm a Redskins fan, and I can even admit when a player is really good. Carson Wentz. I always get those two guys mixed up. Carson Palmer, suffered the same injury a couple years ago, but Carson Wentz, this is something that I don't know. Like, Carson Palmer was able to come all the way back from this, and Wentz is a young guy. He's only in his second season. He was on his way to having a really substantial argument for MVP. I mean, this team, this offense just kind of revolved around him on paper. When you looked at, Philly's offense coming into the season, you said, okay, Alshon Jeffrey, LeGarrette Blount, a couple other guys that you weren't really necessarily sure of. And Wentz in that offense has completely overachieved, in my opinion. But at the same time, where they're at, they've had the good luck with the injuries. The defense has been very solid, and they've drafted well enough to be in this position now. My instant analysis is that you guys have the NFC East locked up, so there should be no problem with you guys kind of putting the seal, the cap on that. The problem is like there's just not going to be a deep run in the playoffs for you guys. I mean, I just kind of view this as, like it's on the level of a Deshaun Watson injury. Like, you just seen how well Houston's offense was and how dynamite they were with Deshaun Watson was the quarterback. And then when he went down, it was done. I mean, it was. I mean, they went from red hot to anemic very, very quick, and a lot of the stuff that they were able to do, they just couldn't do anymore. They couldn't do the read option, the play action. They just couldn't do it because they didn't have that dual threat quarterback. And just looking at Carson Wentz, it's just like history says. I'm gonna tell you like this. Here's some type of relief for the Eagles fans. Even if Carson Wentz did not tear his ACL, partially tear his ACL, all right, you guys probably wouldn't have won the Super Bowl anyway. All right, I'm just going to be real with you guys. All right, I'm going to be real with you. But the thing is that some people were talking to me, some Philly fans were talking to me, and they were like, man, we were basically we were basically the Seahawks of a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? Second year quarterback. We're just going down that road. Defense just carrying us. You know what I'm saying? Moderate to really good offense, explosive offense at times. And I had to kind of agree with them, but this basically puts a kibosh on any Super Bowl hopes for you guys. Let me know how you guys feel about this injury right here. It's very unfortunate. It's it's a part of the game, and Eagles fans ain't trying to hear from a Redskins fan. My team's season is completely over. I mean, it is what it is. But this is really bad, and arguably the Eagles season is over. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but arguably it's over. Let me know how you guys feel down below. It's the WC, man. I got to jet on out of here. Until next time, peace out.